So I want to start off by saying Barakathon, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, and I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shout out to the hopeful Let's start with 144,000 Shalom. So when I was watching I think I mentioned in my count yesterday or in my lesson yesterday that I was watching. I watched a good bit of the Elder Apostle Tahar Street Ministry, right? They camped last Saturday, and they was talking about false prophets. And yesterday, the Spirit was on. We got a lesson done yesterday. But we're gonna keep it consistent. Lesson done every day, But lesson came upon me to do a lesson today about and I was meditating on it all day how I want to go about it, And I got some scriptures like thought of things of that nature, but I ain't just got none like I ain't got nothing just like, I got one wrote down, but I just got a thought of, because, as I go through this lesson, like as I was thinking about this lesson, I was looking at it, I was thinking how it was going to take me to different points, right? So, as Pastor Hart said, different talking points, right? So I want to go, first I want to start off with Matthew 24, verse 3, right? And this is, how also in Matthew 13:11, when Yahweh starts speaking in parables, then he'll take the disciples, when him and the disciples get by themselves, he'll break it down, ask them like, hey, Yahweh, what that meant? And he'll break it down to them, right? So it's kind of that favor right here. I started verse 1, right? He says, Yahweh Shah went out and departed from the temple. And his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And then Yahweh Shah said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount of the Olives, and the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the signs of thy coming and of the end of the world, right? So once again, his disciples come to Yahweh privately, to understand the meaning of what he was saying, because Yahweh talking parables, right? You know what I'm saying? Right? So we're going to keep reading. It says, Yahweh answered, saying unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many, right? And this when we know the son, when Yahweh shall the angels come back, that's the day he's gonna come back and destroy this place. That's the end of this kingdom. For Esau's in this world, Jacob is the beginning that follows, man. Roughly paraphrasing, right? So we know Esau is the end of it. So when this kingdom ends, we know we going back to our reign, going back to our God lifestyle. We're going back to our rulership, right? So it says, and it's talking about, as you see, I read again, verse 3, right? It says, and he sat upon the Mount of Olives, and the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us when these things shall be. What shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? So this is the sign of the end of the world, right? What do he say? You can look at this. You can look at the sky and discern the weather, but you can't look at the prophecy, the signs of certain times, right? That's why, that's why you got to understand the prophets, right? That's why I say it's gonna take me a lot of talking points too. Not to get too far, but the prophets, man. And I even just seen, I watched Apostle Hart video, and I watched Elder Matazak video about, the little goofy dude that's on the little podcast. He talk crazy about, the white people are prophets, they build a hospital, things of that nature. When the prophets here to prophesy, man, right? Have a lot of people that's coming in that false prophet mindset, that false prophet image, that antichrist spirit, right? They're gonna try to act like they getting you right, but it's deceiving you, right? So as he said, we just keep reading, right? Before I move on, he said, and how it's answer said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. Ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet, right? So this prophecy got to come to pass. These things have got to come to pass. Jacob trouble, MOTB, MOTB chip, World War III. It's things that got to come to pass. But the Most High put the prophets here, the elders and teachers of this truth, the watchmen to give a warning, man. To give a warning, to let you know, hey, these things are coming, man. Right? Quick precept. 2 Peter 3 and verse 15, right? It says, in the account that the long suffering of our Lord is salvation, even as our beloved brother Paul, also according to the wisdom given unto him, written unto you, right? Because we get this knowledge, wisdom through the spirit of Yahweh Shah. the comforter come upon us, having the spirit, right? That goes to that circumcision, being inwardly, right? Got to be inwardly, right? You got to know it through the spirit. Romans 2. But we got to know it through the spirit. Got to move in the law, move in righteousness, right? So it says, and all his epistles, meaning letters, speaking in them of these things, in which are some of these things are hard to be understood, meaning it's hard for them to accept it. They can't get it. These people don't understand it, right? It says, which they are unlearned and unstable rest. They can't get it. They unlearned. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that ain't going to happen. Oh, that ain't going to come to pass. None of that. You know what I'm saying? As they do also the other scriptures unto their own discretion. So they try to take these scriptures and put them in their own mindset, put them in what they think, right? But knowing that, Amos 3:7, Lord should do, rough paraphrase, Lord should do nothing but reveal his secrets to his prophets. And the prophets never left their lives. The prophets are here today, right? So you're going to have a lot of false prophets coming and try to, deceive you and things of that nature. But we know the real prophets are out here prophesying and let you know. And I give double honors, Apostle Elder Gabar, Apostle Elder Tahar, Apostle Elder Ramlad. There's a lot of elders, a lot of elders and teachers and brothers in GMS who prophesy and do these works, do these things, man. So these false prophets, they ain't coming to let you know that, hey, you better get right, it's gonna be destroyed. They come with you, telling you come to church as you are. They ain't telling you to put the weed down. They telling you come to church after you smoke. Like the phone had locked, but yeah, man, they ain't these people who act like they coming in, act like they coming as the world ignorantly call him JC Jesus Christ, like they coming, in Christ light, act like they coming to get you right, to bring you to, as the world is calling God, but his name is Yahweh, the son name is Yahweh Shah. Act like they bring you into that fold. They not doing that, man. These are false Christ, man. These false religions, these false ways, that's the antichrist, right? But it said, excuse me for that. As they do also the other scriptures unto their own destruction, man. You know what I'm saying? Right? So there's letters, right? If you in the spirit, you won't understand these things. Paul was telling these things not in pride. We both were forewarned, let us know, man. Warn the flock, man. Get us right. So going back, Matthews. Starting at verse 5, right? It says, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. Ye shall hear rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. A lot of people going to be confused. They ain't going to know what the hell going on, because they letting the man lead them. Oh, peace and safety, we good. We just tired of Russia. Russia ain't going to do. Come on, man. Right? What do you say? For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these things are the beginning of sorrow. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, right? Jacob's trouble, and shall kill you. You shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. That's what they're going to do to the elect, man. It's going to get bad for the ones who fear the Lord. But we understand that. We accept that. We know we made perfect through our sufferings, right? That's the same thing they did to the prophets before us. They're going to do it again. But we already know we know it's coming after, right? He said, then shall many be offended and shall betray one another and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many, man. All these things going on, things of that nature. Oh, come on, I'm trying to tell you, turn back to the Lord, turn back to the Lord. They ain't gonna know what to do. They're gonna be, but okay, we might be through it, but Lord willing, we know the Most High gonna lead us through it, right? Humbly, faithfully, right? But hey, we ain't tripping. Do what you gotta do, Esau. Do what you gotta do. I know what's up. The Most High been sent the prophets to warn us for this. We knew this was coming. Can't get me. So I'm saying, it's like when somebody try to pop out and scare you, but you know they're behind the door. Like when your child trying to scare you and you know they're behind the door. Like, come on, what you doing? Right? He said, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, right? But he that shall endure until the end shall be saved, right? And that false prophets have to see me, because a lot of these niggas gonna be scared. A thought came to my head right here, going back to verse 11. A lot of niggas gonna be scared, man. A lot of niggas gonna be scared. They so lost and confused out here. They're gonna be trying to get under anything that they call God, right? But at that time, you down there ain't gonna be getting it elect. The word gonna be gone. The word gonna be gone. You know what I'm saying? The Most High gonna have the prophets and the elders and the elect put up. You ain't gonna be the found nowhere. That's why you gotta seek him now, man. That's why you gotta seek him now, right? But he said, but he that endure until the end shall be saved, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then the end shall come all nations. Because why? Right? If you're ignorant, be ignorant. But if you understand through the Spirit of Yahweh all nations, because we have people who in that Gentile state of mind, people in that Babylon state of mind, right? Thinking they African American, thinking they these other places, serving these other religions, doing these customs of these other people, right? That's why we got to preach it to all nations, so we can see the elect. It goes into the tares, man. You got Israel who look like Edomites, you got Edomites who look like Israel, man. See what I'm saying? It's the tares and wheat. But in that day, we gonna understand, we gonna know, right? It says, when ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, right? The prophet's doing what? Prophesying, man. They been told us, right? And Daniel's still here, right? We go to it real fast. Daniel 12:13, right? Matter of fact, before I go to that, let me go to 1 Corinthians 14:32. And it read, the spirit of the prophets are subjected to the prophets, man. The spirit of the prophets is subjected to the prophets, right? Daniel 12:13, as it read, but go thou thy way to the end be, for thou shalt rest and stand in your lot at the end of the days. Meaning, get what? Them prophets are still there. The prophets still in their lot. The prophets still doing these things, still out here prophesying, man. They still out here teaching, giving out a warning, let you know what's coming. They still doing it, man. So these false prophets, they ain't out here preaching prophecy, doing, let you know these things. Man, they false prophets, man. They false prophets. Ain't no ifs, and buts about it. They false prophets, man. They false prophets. Oh yeah, he said when he come, everybody gonna be no. When he come, the elect gonna be saved. If you don't return back, you're gonna be destroyed. Hey, let you know this time right here, this is supposed to happen. This is the elect. It's the prophecy, right? You go watch the elders and apostles of GMS. They preach a prophecy, let you know these things. They put you down. You know what I'm saying? How they say this? They put you down. They let you know. Hey, get right. You're gonna be destroyed. You know what I'm saying? He said, then let them which is in Judea, which be in Judea, flee to the mountains. Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house. Neither let him which is in the field return back, take his clothes. And woe to them that are with child in those days. And to them that give slaka. And woe to them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then shall great tribulation such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no nor ever shall be. Right? Because this gonna be, you know what I'm saying? This gonna be one of the ones, man. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad, man. It ain't no getting out of it. You either gonna be on this side, you gonna be on that side, man. You choose how you want it to go for you, right? You either return back or you can be destroyed. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts, right? It says, and except those days should be shortened, there shall be no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sakes, those days shall be short. Because he come back for the elect, man. And the elect gonna be beamed up, right? And all these things going on, the elect gonna be beamed up into the chariot. Why, look at now, dummy told him, right? He said, then if any man shall say unto you, lo here, I'm gonna be honest, we down there ain't even paying attention to y'all for real. Lord willing, we in the hope for the elect. Elect ain't even gonna be paying attention. I know I wouldn't. Shit. Once Most High beat me up out this place, I'm down there, Rick. I'm out. Lord willing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm gone. Lord willing, that's why we pray to be able to hope for that, man. Got that faith we're going to keep striving. But Lord willing, Most High beating me up to the chariots, going up to the chariots, man. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't looking back now. I think I done told y'all enough. When I watch these videos of how much nigga love America, love the white man thing, I'm done with them. Whoop their ass. You know what I'm saying? Get them a whooping. How about y'all? I'm happy to be in the presence of you. I'm happy to be a soldier, sincere soldier. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to do the work. I'm happy to do the will. I love it, man. I'm glad you pulled me out this world. I'm glad you pulled me out this iniquity. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody, but he says, and except those days should be shortened, there shall be no flesh be saved. Before the elect sake, those days shall be shortened. Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Christ, or there, believe it not. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, and so much that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. They're gonna be doing these things that's so crazy that if they could, they say if it were possible, they could deceive the elect. But in Romans chapter 8, what Paul tells us, they can't do nothing to deceive the elect, man. Not kill us, not none of that. We here for the truth. The elect is here for the truth. We've been chosen for the world was even made, Ephesians 1, right? We've been chosen, we've been set, predestinated, ordained, right? It says, let me see. Read a few more scriptures. I read down to 27, right? Behold, I have told you before, right? Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, Behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not. For as the lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even to the west, so shall the coming of the sun, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be, man. So stop listening to these people, man. These false prophets, there's going to be many that rise up in these last days. Oh, Jesus Christ is coming back. Jesus Christ is coming back. Return, get right. Everybody's going to be baptized. Don't even know what baptizing mean, man. Don't even know what baptizing mean, right? Let me see, right? In 1 John 2:18, right? Little children, it is the last time as ye have heard that Antichrist shall come. Even now there are many Antichrists, whereby we know it that it is the last time, man. Right? It's gonna be many. It's gonna be many. Last days it's gonna be many, man. Coming out. Trying to act like they got the scriptures, knowing the understanding of these things, but they don't, right? Because it's the really I'm gonna jump down, right? To verse 20, it says, But ye have an unction from the Lord. It's like ye have an unction from the Holy One, and ye know all things, man. We got the unction, man. We got that unction. We got that spirit of Yahweh Shah to know these things, to understand these things, right? These false prophets can't tell you no prophecy of things that's going to happen, because that's our testimony. That's how we gonna overcome these things, right? Revelation 12. It's like, let me go to it. Revelation 12 and 11, right? And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. They loved not lives unto death, right? You know that Lamb is Yahweh Shah, right? Revelation 19 says what it says. Our testimony is what, right? Revelation 19 and 10, right? And I just get straight to I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am your fellow servant and of your brethren that has the testimony of Yahweh Shah. Worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahweh Shah, the spirit of prophecy, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand, man. You coming into the truth, you a baby, man. You a baby when you coming into this truth, right? So, therefore, when you come into this truth, and you start hearing things of, hearing things of the old ways, hearing things of things that's gonna come to pass. You gotta take heed of those things. You gotta understand those things, man. You know what I'm saying? The spirit of people think that's like just like I read in Peter. We're not speaking these things to seem smart or to seem wise or to seem, you know what I'm saying? It's like to seem, when I say wise, I mean wise in this world. We're not speaking to you so you can look and be like, oh yeah, that's a smart man. Nah, man. That's a man who feared the Lord. The beginning of wisdom start with the fear of the Lord, roughly paraphrasing. He understand the power of Yahweh Shah. He understand, right? So when you come into these things, it's like a baby, right? Before a baby grow up and get into his own mindset, what do? He follow the things of before that he's seen. Oh, you hear a lot of people. Oh, why you do that? Oh, my dad used to do that a lot. My father used to do that a lot. My uncle, I raised around my uncles. My uncle used to do that a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's how we look at that's why Yahweh Shah, that's why he got things going how it's going. That's why you gotta believe in reincarnation. Oh, you read in Daniel 12:13. The prophets are still here. So when you see these men, you see these things, they see they prophesying, doing these things, you see them men doing the righteous works and speaking 100% truth to Yahweh Shah. That's why we gotta, we Let me go. Before I bring out Jeremiah, what is First Peter 5, right? 1 Peter 5:5. Likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder. Yeah, all of you subject one to another and be clothed with humility. For Yahweh resists the proud and give his grace to the humble. Be humble, man. You don't know it all. You don't know nothing. Why you trying to argue? Why you can't? You can't. That's why Apostle Tar said we don't argue. Apostle Tar said we don't argue with people, man, because you can't do nothing against truth before the truth. So they don't get it. They don't get it. It's like Paul, like I said, Peter said in 2 Peter 3:16. They don't get it. They don't get it, man. They can't get it, right? So going back to Jeremiah 6:16, right? It says, "This saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old path. Where is the good way? Walk therein, and you shall find rest for your souls." But they say, we will not walk therein, right? They don't want to walk after the ways of the prophet, man. Oh, he's saying the world going to be destroyed. He's saying white people going to go into slavery. Duh. They is. It's prophecy, right? It's written in the book. They got the spirit to understand these things. Most High speaking to Paul say in 2 Corinthians 2:10, right? He said his word is speaking into a mystery, right? Because when you got the spirit of Yahweh, you understand all things, the deep things. But they don't get it, man. They don't get it, right? Because when you like I mentioned earlier, you come to the truth, man, you a baby, you a virgin, right? They say, I think it's in 1 Peter. Yeah, 1 Peter 2:2. 1 Peter 2:2, right? It says, as newborn babies desire sincere milk of the word, that you may grow thereby, right? How you gonna do that? Following after the, following after Yahweh Shai through the spirit and the power and the word that he sent through the prophets, man. Because Yahweh Shai left a comforter, right? That's why once again to go back to the watchman, man. Let me just go ahead and bring that out. I know it's in Ezekiel. Let me see. Watchman. It was one in Ezekiel too, if I'm not mistaken, but right, Isaiah 6:2, verse 6, right? It says, I have set watchmen upon your walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace, day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence, right? Also, let me see. Give warning. Ezekiel 3:17. I knew one Ezekiel. Let me see. Ezekiel 3:17, right? It says, right here, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me, which I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life. Then the saved wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood I require at thine hand. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall not die. He shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul, right? They're doing the works, Yahweh Shai, right? I kept reading so you can understand, right? Because they go to that precept where there's gonna be a judgment, man, right? Revelation 11:18. And it's the same thing with Esau too, right? It said, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they shall be judged, right? It's also this going into Esau too. Esau definitely gonna be judged. They all gonna be judged, right? And it says, and thou shalt give reward unto thy servants the prophet. And the Most High gonna use that against y'all, man. Most High gonna use that against y'all, right? Because Esau too, the Most High, the prophets prophesying against this place, right? I got it right here in the notes, man. Right? The judgment is coming, man. The prophets are the one who are judging the earth because the judge coming and the Most High gonna use that against them. How the prophets and saints been judging, man. Starting with Esau Edom. This preacher right here really going and really cutting up Esau Edom. But I brought it out just to show you that judgment, man. Because also I brought it out because it helped me think of this other precept, no cloak. Come on, right here. John 15:22, right? I'm sure I want to start. Yeah, let's get straight to the point, right? He said, if I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not sinned. But now they have no cloak for their sin, right? Yeah, now you ain't got no way to say what's going on because the word is out here, the spirit is out here, man. Right? What the note say, man? Yahweh, he came and told us how to return back, Jeremiah 6:16, right? Turn back to the ways of old, right? He came and told us how we supposed to live, get out the world, but usually our people don't listen, right? Now he speaks through the prophets, who people take for granted. And ain't no excuse for the things we doing no more. Ain't no excuse, man. Ain't no excuse for the things that's going on out here in Babylon. Because now the prophets out here prophesying daily, you know? But people really listen to these false prophets, Esau, you know, that's why I'm really glad I brought out Revelation 11:18, right? Because Esau gonna get judged just as much. Wicked Jake gonna be deceived, but Esau is the ones who defiled the whole world. Bring all these false religions, all these wicked ways going on in Babylon. It ain't nothing they gonna do. They gonna be judged, man. He said the nations were angry and the wrath is come in the time of the dead, that they shall be judged, and thou shalt give reward to thy servants the prophets and to the saints, and them that fear your name shall, like small and great, shall destroy them which destroy the earth. Who destroyed the earth? Esau, man. They destroy the earth daily, man. The land, they destroy the land, the tree, everything. That's why I say everything gonna rejoice when we get in our rulership. You know, and you got a lot of Jake who be out here deceiving, right? But you main deceiver out here is the serpent, man, the snake, man, Esau, man. They the main deceivers out here with all these false religions, these pagan holidays, all these things, all these wicked ways. The melting pot, man, America, man, breaking the bones. Ezekiel prophesied they will come together and they breaking the bones, man. They breaking the bones apart, right? Telling you, man, it's gonna be let me see. Do I want that? Nah. I thought I was gonna bring out a precept and let me see. This one looking for need to get heed to favors and his genealogy with minister questions rather than God edifying, which is in faith, so do so. Right? Now the end of the commandment is charity out the pure. Verse 4, right? Need to give heed to fables and endless genealogies, which minister questions. Because most times out to confusion, right? If you got the faith and you got the understanding, you're gonna understand the truth. You're gonna understand these things, right? But these people do all these dang philosophies, things of that nature. It's so much questions in it, right? Just like even how Apostle Tart cut him up so fast, right? Even with a dude on the podcast, whatever. If you watch Pastor Hard video, and also Elder Mazatba did a video on it too. But the dude talk about the hospital, things of that nature. Pastor Hard cut him up fast. They doing all this voodoo. These hospitals open 24 hours. These people don't even worship the Sabbath, man. Right? You know what I'm saying? But it says, then godly edifying, which is in faith, so do so. Right? But trying to think of other precepts I was thinking about earlier. I think it was in Revelations. Talking about Revelations. right? I was looking at this earlier, going back to the point when I was making about the coming in this truth, you know what I'm saying? Being the baby, right? It said, these are they which were not defiled with the woman, right? These days who not gonna fall with the false prophets, fall after the ways of Babylon. That woman is Babylon. These are the ways who ain't gonna let Esau deceive them, or any of these false prophets, any of these antichrists, right? It says they are virgins, right? Because when you come to the truth, you're a virgin, you're a baby, man. You know? He says, these are they which follow the Lamb, Yahweh Shai, right? Whatsoever he goeth, these were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto the Yahweh and the Lamb. The first fruits is what? The elect, man. These are the ones who ain't gonna follow after the ways of, they're gonna follow after the prophet, the true understanding, right? You know what I'm saying? The man who giving out the warning, the man who out here doing the works on the highways and byways, prophesying against Babylon, right? Because the Most High said, set your face against Mount Seir, man. Set your face against Mount Seir. You know what I'm saying? But Khan, man, that's the other piece I wanted to get. It was another one, matter of fact. Let me see. One more before we close it out. What was the one? No, that ain't the one. Let me see. Khan right here, man. And this ain't the one that Elder Apostle Har. But I was looking for the one, the priest. I know I think it was in Jeremiah. I'm talking about in the last days, false. I'll actually bring it after this, but I do want to bring this out too. I was meditating on this precept earlier as well. Matthew 7, and starting verse 13, right? Enter ye in at the straight gate, or that straight gate, man. The focus and the struggle and the hard path in this truth. We gotta focus. I ain't bring it out, but in Timothy, right? 1 Timothy 4, right? Enduring the hardness of a soldier, right? Supposed to go through things in the truth. We don't supposed to have the wide. We don't supposed to have the easy way. We don't supposed to have no light cakewalk. It's gonna be hard, man. They're gonna hate us. They're gonna despise us. They're gonna try to kill us. They're gonna do all these things. It's gonna keep getting worse and worse for the ones who fear the Lord. But we understand these things. We know that, right? It says, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. And many there be which go in thereat. They go that way, right? They love the ways of Babylon, man. They drunk into the fornication of Babylon. They're going to take the wide gate. They rather do whatever they want with it when they want. That's what they're going to do, man. They love that, right? It says, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find. It's gonna be few that find it, man. It's gonna be few that find it. It's gonna be few that say, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do this." No matter what they gonna do to me, no matter what they say to me, I ain't gonna take that MOTB chip. No matter what they say they gonna do to me or the ones around me, none of that. It's gonna be few that find it, man. It's gonna be few that have that 100% faith, the 100% fear you have by Yahweh Shai. Cause we understand these people can't do nothing to us, man. Right? It says, beware of false prophets, man, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are raving wolves, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Come to church Sunday. Come to church Sunday. Bring the tithes. Whole time, you don't even know how wicked Esau is. Church getting shot up. Things like that. Man, there's a lot of things going on, man. You see it. Ain't no trying to entice you, man. False prophets, but you beside there raving wolves, man. Ones who gonna destroy you, ones who gonna kill you. And they kill you anyway if they ain't teaching you the 100% truth. They kill you anyway if they ain't telling you the true names of how about Yahweh Shai. You know? Let's see if I can find that precept. False prophets. can find a better type of than this. Let's see. It ain't coming up. I don't know. Shalak, it ain't coming up. I want to say it was in Jeremiah, but it was in it was in the camp they did Saturday. If you want to find it, yeah, it was in the camp they did. Yeah, it was in the camp they did Saturday. So yeah, man. Hey, don't be deceived by no false prophet, man. They ain't prophesying and giving the warning. You know, they don't know the true names. You know, if they ain't teaching you the true names. If they ain't teaching you the true doctrine, 100% doctrine, man, that's not a prophet, man. So, Lord willing, the lesson was edifying, and I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shout out to the whole Full Star with the 144,000. Shalom.